Okay, so I'm going to keep things like 100% authentic, transparent, and real here, and how very rude of me because I didn't even introduce myself before I started. And so, whatchamacallit, my name is Angel. I've went by other nicknames before, but right now, currently, I'm Snugglebug. When I have any vocals left, I like to go to my Sing app, which is Sing, S-I-N-G. It's by the developer Smule. I don't know if you've heard of it, but considering I've kind of got a 3-in-1 disease, I go there a lot and try to sing when I can, even when I suck at it, because, you know, kind of like laughter's the best medicine. Well, for me, I just love music, so even when I suck at it and people don't want to hear me, I'm going to sing my way through, and that's just the way it is. So I encourage you to sing with me, even when I sound like shit. But if you don't want to, I understand. It's all good. I won't force anybody. And forgive me, I know I look like utter dog crap, and I know a wicked headset here. I can't find my other one. Anyhow, I just wanted to be kind enough to introduce myself, tell you all a little bit about why and what triggered me even posting these scriptures was because, see, I was in a really dark place, and it was, the very tail end of January, I believe, maybe even been December. I've kind of lost track of time, and that's for more than one reason. But I experienced a spiritual awakening, and this was like something I'd never experienced before. It compelled me from the inside out. And I guess it's important to mention, I might as well dig in deep here because I've already mentioned the suicide attempts, is that I'm a depressive. See, I bought into a relationship at a young age where somebody didn't appreciate me, and I made a bad choice and gave the guy a chance. And, well, it stuck with me ever since then. And, well, there's just some things you can't shake and you learn to deal with and grin and bear it. With that said, I've endured a lot, and I'm not going to go into fine details of that because I personally really don't want to relive it anyway. However, not only did I get compelled out of a dark place with this spiritual awakening thing, is that I had already been previously suffering from Morgellons, which for any of you that are not familiar with Morgellons, I highly, highly suggest that you very much research it, because that in itself is a lot for somebody to handle, and a lot of you are ignorant, and for those of you that are, you know, open-minded and heartfelt, I'm not directing that towards you at all. However, I refrained when I had to self-diagnose myself with my Morgellons, which that's probably going to require its own little segment at some point so that I can go a little bit more in detail on that subject. But it's very, very real, and most that are afflicted, the doctors have no clue. It's one of the biggest cover-ups, one of the biggest lies, and one of the biggest crimes against humanity. And it's no longer a controversy or a conspiracy theory. It's for real, 100% fact. And it contains fibers that have been tested and put up against fibers like off CSI that literally test out of this world. They're also referred to as alien fibers. Yeah, I've got the alien fiber disease. Super freaky, carries quantum dots, smart dust, nanobites. Most likely from those spraying chemtrails on us. And you most likely got sprayed too. I mean, it's not because I was special. It's just how it affected my body. My body couldn't handle it. And so automatically, myself and the other individuals whose bodies couldn't handle it, most of us started off thinking it was scabies, mites, which wasn't a far-fetched idea for myself. My daughter and I, we live in a high-stray area, and we're very loving and kind animals, so therefore we take in a lot of strays, even if temporarily. We take them in and try to rehome them. So it wasn't far-fetched to think I just contracted scabies or mites. Seeing as I'd studied previously in the medical field, graduated with honors, not to mention, I've had 5-6 back surgeries. I did my externship for my own orthopedic doctor. I just couldn't carry through because I'd had 5-6 back surgeries, so by the time I completed my 6 weeks, I was in such dire pain, I couldn't have carried on had I wanted to. So enough about that. I don't want to get too far into that subject either. It's kind of an emotional thing for me. But anyway, with that said, so I went from that to the Morgellons. I go to the doctor, tell him I think I've got scabies or mites, you know, the animals. He gives me permethrin cream. Well, slapped some permethrin cream on me a few times and kept going back, and I just thought I hadn't gotten rid of it, so kept asking for more permethrin cream. Well, 4 or 5 years into it, it started getting real freaky. I do mean real freaky. I could only have wished I was insane. So the next steps from there was that because the CDC was covering it up, because it's one of the biggest crimes against humanity and it's that fucking freaky, is that all your doctors dismiss you as crazy. They have no clue what you're talking about. And they say you have delusional parasitosis. Well, as someone afflicted with Morgellons, for someone to question your sanity when this is something that somebody intentionally did to you is the most insulting thing ever. Especially when you've been on the flip side and studied for the medical professional and passed with flying colors, like I did. Who not only passed with flying colors, but did her own extern for her own orthopedic doctor that performed all her surgeries. So it's fairly insulting. Maybe for somebody to suggest that I just lost my marbles. And many Morgellons victim already has to suffer that. And then ignorant YouTubers get on the threads and make very rude... let me pause for a second. She's not going to shut up.